Welcome, Aries, to this, your 2023 annual forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant. And if you'd like to find out more about me, just check out the description below. And if you'd like to get your in-depth monthly readings, then just check out the playlist on my channel, and that will give you your current month's reading and the previous month as well. Now we're going to draw 12 cards, one for each month of the year. Okay, so let's get underway and see what there is in store for you, magnificent Aries. There is the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Staves, or of Wands. Oh, there's the Eight of Wands, something from in here. They're obviously connected to each other clearly. There's the Six of Coins. How many is this? There's the Ace of Coins, or of Pentacles, as it's called. 3, 5, and now for June. There is the Hierophant. Now, let's go into July. There's the Four of Swords. Then the Sun card, the major arcana of the Sun. And here there is the Two of Swords. A lot of swords cards coming up. See what they mean. They should be all right, I think. There's the Four of Pentacles. That's actually quite a good card as well. There's the Six of Cups. And finally, what do we have in here? This one, which is the King of Wands. Right. I'll bring the camera around and let's sit down together and I'll do your reading for you. Right, now, there is your spread. Let's look at January, shall we? And here is the famous Knight of Wands. And what does this say for you at this time? Well, I think that this actually says that I've got this feeling that Leo and Cancer are going to be important to you at this time. You're going to find that you are swift, strong. You might be quite impulsive, maybe even violent thoughts, but nevertheless just and noble and generous with a sense of humor. I do feel that there is an intensity to your character at this time. There may well be a blossoming love, and you'll have a great degree of intuitive ability. Now, with the heart of a lion, he stands for honesty and integrity and what he believes to be for the common good. There is, as I say, a strong sense of morality to your character at this time. Now, I think what this does represent is a turning point where things have been probably going, well, I won't say badly, but things could have been going better. Well, now this is that turning point. You have to use his energy and enthusiasm and drive to move on to better things. And now is the right time to do it in January. You must wear the same confidence he has, and he reminds you to re-engage in life and tackle any challenges that come your way. Have a lust for life. You have all that you need. Don't let yourself be contained. Don't let yourself be slowed down. Life is prepared to receive you. Trust your boundless creative potential at this time. Now, that energy is obviously activating something in you, I would say, because we then turn to the Nine of Wands, the same suit. And here in the Nine of Wands, what do we have? Well, we have the moon ruling Sagittarius, and I have a moon in the number 9, so there's a double lunar influence, which means it's about digging deep. Now you have power gained through unifying conscious and unconscious energies. There's a wholeness here, a determination with you, a strength of character, courage under fire, defending what you have worked for, and in particular, a great belief in yourself. You'll find that you reach into yourself and discover new depths and strength of power that you never thought that you had. You may encounter obstacles, well, we all do from time to time, but now you have the strength to overcome them. Now, when this card turns up in this position, you can be reassured that you have what it takes to get by. Even in times of difficulty and stress, inner strength is going to rise up and guide you towards your goals. And in the process, you'll learn more about yourself and your abilities, gaining a new all-round perspective which brings security and confidence. Now, thereupon, you take some decisions quickly, I think, because we look at this 8 of Wands. See, 3 Wands in a row, lots of energy to start your year here. And what we see here is, look, I think that the moment has come for you to define where you stand. If you are open and remain centered, any misunderstandings are going to be cleared. This is really a short energy card. It's a strike while the iron is hot card. Now, you will be able to, look, the astrology is Mercury in Sagittarius, so you can transform any situation, problem, or obstacle by taking swift action with direct communication to resolve it. And it highlights the need for clear communication. That's Mercury, to manifest the things that you want in your life. I think that this energy talks about the refinement of the energy here as well. So you need to be clear with others and manifest things for the highest good. You can expect to be busy, as this card has a lot of energy propelling you towards your goals. And I think you're going to quickly complete a project that is underway. But determine where your energy will be directed, focus it, and then get on with it. Now, by focusing your energy and digging deep and acting quickly, as these previous cards have indicated, you come to a period now where you have the moon ruling the second decan of Taurus here. And I call this card the Lord of Material Success, so things are going well here for you. The moon in Taurus is a good sign because the moon's transient nature means that success may be short-lived and it will come and go, like we have a success, a success, a success. Now, the moon likes nurturing and comfort, and Taurus likes material things, so they are well suited with each other. This is about external manifestation of the inner, success and transformation, generosity, paying things forward, maybe receiving something of a financial boost. If you're looking for a grant or a scholarship, I think that is going to be well received. And remember to stay open to your success. It is no less than a gift you can learn to accept thankfully and humbly. Real success only comes once you have learned to serve. Success under these conditions enriches all the levels of your being. And as if to then hammer home the point, you then have the Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what this has. Now, this is particularly pertinent to you, Aries, and I also think that Gemini and Taurus are going to be important to you as well. This is talking about an ongoing foundation now for the beginning of more tangible prosperity and growth, material abundance, and improving finances. You may well receive a pay rise. Certainly there's great good luck here. But I do get the feeling of unexpected money coming in here. There's inner and outer riches, great success, unification of the body and soul, material and spirit, heaven and earth. There is a great wholeness around this energy. Now, I think that this Ace mirrors your readiness to live a life that is inwardly and outwardly rich. All that is needed is already at hand. Give yourself up to the fullness of life and learn to use your wings. Let's look next at the Hierophant, who I call the Magus of the eternal gods. Now, it's interesting here, he stands in a barren cathedral, doesn't he? This three-pointed crown that he has there suggests the meaning to me to integrate subconscious, consciousness, and superconsciousness. And this medal that he wears above his heart has two keys. One is about unlocking the power and the light within you, and the other one is then to integrate it in everyday life. I think you may well find at this time that it's a good idea to just go along with rules and traditions in your life, even if you don't necessarily believe in them. There's a period of intense learning and education here. Maybe developing a trade, going to a night school, or just looking at things up on the internet. I think this is very good for people who are in large organizations, incidentally. I think, interestingly, there's a period here, I think, where you may well find that you become an advisor, a counselor to somebody else, people coming to you looking for your advice and counsel on things. There's a group identity I see here as well. Or you may be seeking counsel or advice from other people. You're going to be very good at speaking and at listening to other people to come to the correct decisions. I think that you'll have a desire to be challenged by new experiences as well. I think there's a search for the self for you during this period, which could well lead you into the spiritual realms. Now, this energy can point to a meeting with a spiritual teacher or master, so be open to it. Yes, and maybe even a little alone time here as well to recalibrate your senses. Now, this takes us, that process of recalibration, I think, is then shown up here in July, where we have the Four of Swords. Look, this is Mercury in Aquarius, and the air planet of Mercury finds itself in the fixed sign of air. Now, Mercury happens to be exalted in Aquarius, which highlights the intellectual qualities of this card. So you'll have the ability to analyze, to unify ideas. You'll have an all-encompassing vision, an all-embracing understanding of things, and objectivity as well. Now, there is an intellectual clarity about here, which has come about through learning from difficult experiences. You have grown through tough times, and now I think you have a handle on life and can make intelligent decisions that are going to benefit your life. There's a greater level of awareness to your thinking and actions. Now, this can also mean here that there is a particular situation at that time that up until now you haven't really been able to come to grips with, but it's getting better, and you will now be thinking out a better approach in dealing with the situation. You possess at this time the ability to perceive on different levels and from different perspectives, and your understanding of things unites many different aspects within yourself. And that takes us next, I think, doesn't it, to the Sun, that I call the Lord of the Fire of the Word. Now, let us see what is necessary here. Let's have a look at this little child cheerfully away. This looks like a solstice, and that thing is reminiscent, that obelisk, that building is reminiscent of Stonehenge, isn't it? I think, look, the sun is the source of life and represents success and abundance, and this is going to follow you in your life at present. This energy will set you free and get you through tough times. The sun is going to illuminate your path forward after what do seem to you from time to time to be quite trying times. So embrace your goals and give it everything you've got. If you've had tough times, things are going to get better. Be like the child and remove all layers of negativity that have overlaid you. You can move mountains at this time. Also get the feeling of marriage around here. It's a highly creative energy. There's awareness still with you at this time. I also see fulfilled love relationships, wisdom, transformation. This is a definite yes. There's richness around here, success, good fortune, optimism, and happiness. If miracles aren't happening for you at this time, then there is definitely something wrong. Let's have a look at the next month, which is the Two of Swords. This is a great image as well, isn't it? Don't you appreciate the artwork on this deck? I certainly do. Well, this is the moon ruling Libra. And this is a really happy combination. Did you know that your moon sign describes your instinctive or emotional energies? With the moon in the sign of Libra, you are likely to have a deep need for peace and harmony in your life. Libra is symbolized by the scales ordinarily in astrology, isn't it? And this balance here relates to all areas of your life, such as your personal environment, your work, and your relationships with others. But I think that the purpose of this energy is neutrality, being neither good nor bad, so balance. Now, it's possible that you might be having a difficult time making up your mind about something, but I think what happens is that you lack the information that you need to get the right decision, but when you do get it, it's like the light goes off, and you can see the situation for what it is, and you'll be in a better position to make the decision that is right for you. What areas of your life are especially important to you? You can now come calmly to those necessary decisions. Now let's have a look at this one, which is what I call the Lord of Earthly Power, you'll be pleased to know. And it is the Sun in Capricorn. Well, Capricorn is a feet on the ground, eye on the prize sort of a sign, isn't it? And those with the Sun in Capricorn have a realistic, grounded approach to life, and this can be seen no matter how challenging the rest of their birth chart happens to be. I think that this is talking to you of manifestation, integrity, and this character issue is coming through strong again. Very resilient you're going to be. This is about you having put down strong foundations. Life is going to feel stable. You may be taking a tight rein on the budget and being financially cautious. Saving for the future is what I get here, and protecting yourself. But the Sun energizes the Capricorn Earth, and material benefits and power are the result. Now, the Sun in astrology is a symbol of your dynamism or power, and Capricorn is the application of your power in a useful way. Now, let's have a look next at this card, the Lord of Pleasure. Pleasure indeed. Well, this is the Sun in Scorpio here, and this is speaking to me of pleasure, indulgence, and in particular sexual pleasure. Now, that sexual pleasure might be something that is enlivened only in your fantasy life, and that's fine, but there is excitement, possibly even communication with ancestors. I don't know why that's coming through, but it's something that I do get. There is lust here as well, enjoyment, pleasure in sexual relationships, and a rich exchange of sexual and heart energy, emotional renewal. The pleasure here, though, is a kind of pleasure which is completely harmonized, though. Now, I see Scorpio in the card, so that means that the pleasure, well, it's placed in its most fertile ground there in Scorpio, isn't it? This is a preeminently fertile energy, and probably one of the best in the pack. I think it's also the case that you may be experiencing pleasure after something which has been some hardship. I think this is also about you. I'm looking at these cups here, and they have like a brass feeling to them, which is an association for me with the planet of Venus. So I think that you are, during this period, going through something of a period of good healing and rejuvenation and transformation. Now, the emphasis is on a relationship, or the desire to have a relationship, one that is going to improve both the people. It doesn't just have to be romantic. It could be a customer and sales relationship. It could be a work relationship, but certainly where the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. So enjoy now all of which life gives you. This is the best way to express your gratitude. And then finally we come to, I think it's finally, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yes, it is. Finally, we come to the King of Wands. And the King of Wands has what to say to you? Well, I think that, speaking of Scorpio, I think that Scorpio is going to be important to you at this time. So is Sagittarius. He is the Lord of Flame and Lightning. This is a period where you'll be very active, generous, maybe quite impetuous, maybe proud as well, and you'll be taking quick action on things, and an action in unpredictable ways. There's a certain degree of fierceness around you at the moment as well. Now, events going around you in the background could be quite destabilizing, but don't worry about that. You go forward with a cool, collected, resolute and energetic manner, and be careful of the actions that you take, even though there's a tendency to be impetuous, and don't do anything that's not well thought out. But move forward with an alert confidence in your ability. You're going to be this dynamic forward motion here that's going to take you into the next year as well. Increased insight, and it speaks of coming changes. You'll be energetic and ambitious, determined. Very, very charming. I think people are going to find you very sexually attractive at this time, because you'll be very magnetic and hard to resist. I also see this budding entrepreneurship around here as well. So be awake, ready for people or situations which could produce dynamic changes in your consciousness, and be grateful for this gift from existence. Receive it, but don't cling to it. Well, good job, you. That's the way it is for 2023. Well, I hope you enjoyed that reading as much as I enjoyed providing it to you. I think that this is going to be a fantastic 2023 for you. Truly I do. And I think it's something that you should be looking forward to. And because it's got great things in store, as you have just seen. And do have a look at the monthly readings that I provide, and you can check that out on the playlist, or subscribe and get notified so that you see where these things are. But until I see you again, remember one thing, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. And until then, it's bye for now.